Good morning, YouTube. Today's Monday. I don't know what the date is. I just know it's Monday. So, alright. So, I think you gathered that I did the nearly 20 or almost 20. And then stopped at the I think it's Bald Mountain Shelter. And it was nice. Found a spot behind the shelter that was very soft, very grassy. And pitched my tent. Got a little chillier than I expected last night, but like I said, that's no problem. I'm good. So today, the weather is getting iffy. So I'm going to go ahead and push on through to Erwin today. So I'm pretty proud of that. I made it from Hot Springs to Erwin in 4 days. So I'll take that. But my plan, and understand it's just a plan, is I'm going to slow down. And I know I've said that before, but I think I'm going to slow down between Erwin and Damascus. I would like to try to work it out where I can get to Damascus on a Thursday or Friday and then have my wife come out to see me. So that would be fantastic. But we're just going to have to see. You know, the weather is just, man, the weather is not going to cooperate next week. So, or this week, I'm sorry. We're talking about temps back down into the teens and highs in the 20s. You know, lots of snow. And we've got Roan Mountain to go over after Erwin. So I don't know, you know, that's going to be a tough one. Gonna have to figure it out. I am open, at least in my mind, I'm open to double zeroing here in Erwin to avoid the worst part of the weather. So, and again, it's not really in my nature to do that, but you know, I think I've earned it hiking in the snow for almost 10 days. But you know, we'll see. But like I said, I'm glad that I made this trip in 4 days. But, you know, I think I pushed it a little too far. Although I feel great this morning. No issues. But I did have trouble sleeping last night just because my feet and my hips were killing me. But it's just amazing how quickly your body recovers. I go to bed every night with sore feet and sore knees and hips. But I wake up every morning and I'm ready to go. So it's just, the human body's amazing. But so we'll keep you updated here in the next couple days about what's going to happen, what's going to go on, and we'll go from there. All right, out here. So we're on the descent down into Erwin. So I haven't filmed much today. Just trying to make miles. And that sucks, but that's just the reality of it when you're trying to get into town. So, but I think I'm gonna stop at Uncle Johnny's. I just read a couple good reviews. I've heard some bad things, but you know, I don't know. I'm going to stop in and see for myself. My only requirement there is that I get that there's a private room. Past that, I don't care. So I'm just I'm not going to stay in a bunkhouse. You just don't get any rest. Sorry about that, folks. My fingers aren't holding the camera very well. So, you know, in a bunkhouse, you don't get any rest. I mean, it gives you a chance to get a shower and get your gear cleaned up and things like that, but it's not restful. So, but So once we get a view here, which we're supposed to have here in another mile or so, I'll come back and I'll videotape it for you. Alright, out here. Alright folks, there's the Nalichucky River that runs through Erwin. So coming up on a view here, I'm gonna there's a reboot. Yeah, that's beautiful. But boy, is that a long way down there. We got to get down there. So, alright, out here. Alright, so we made it down the longest hill ever. Goodness. That was certainly more than Hiawassee. So we've made it down to the road. That's Uncle Johnny's right there. So, reboot's over here. We're going to head over there. River's up. Not surprising. Okay, well this is probably my wrap up for the day. Probably won't hear back from me. So we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Bye.